What's up, Z family? Welcome to Beyond the BeatZ, the place where Zumba meets real life and real talk. I'm Carla, a ZQueen, bringing you truth, rhythm, and that heart pumping community love every single week. This isn't just a podcast, it's a spotlight, it's a movement, it is a celebration of you. The instructors, students, ZJs, ZES, leaders, and game changers who make this Zumba world spin, shining a light on the people, the passion, and the purpose behind the movement. Whether you're joining me live, catching the replay, dancing in your kitchen, dancing in sneakers, or leading from the stage, this space is for you. I see you, I celebrate you, and I am about to kick this off in true Z style. Grab your water, turn up the volume, and let's vibe beyond the beat. I have tonight with me Chandi Mills. Chandi, Zumba instructor, wellness warrior, community motivator. She was named after the fierce Hindu goddess of strength and resilience. Chandi Mills embodies the spirit of a warrior, bold, compassionate, and unstoppable. A proud wife and mother of three, Chandi was born in Danbury, Connecticut, and now calls Waterbury home. Her journey into fitness began with a personal mission to lose weight and reclaim her health. Through dedication and dance, she shed 100 pounds and gained a new purpose. For the past 4 years, Chandi has been igniting joy and movement as a certified Zumba instructor, teaching at Club 24 in Torrington, The Edge in Trumbull, and active and anchored in Nagarag. Her classes are more than workouts. They are a celebration of self-love, perseverance, and community. She also brings her work ethic and warmth to Costco, where she's been a deli clerk for 5 years. Chandi knows firsthand the challenges of the weight loss journey, and she's passionate about paying it forward. Her mission is to empower others to embrace their strength, move with purpose, and dance toward their goals, one beat at a time. Chandi, welcome to the show. How are you tonight?
Hi, thank you for having me. Happy to
Thank
be
you
here.
for being here. So, Chandi, let's start with your resilience and the power of your journey. What put you into this journey, and how did you lose that weight?
Well, I have to tell you, pregnancy. I had two back-to-back pregnancies, and I just got to a place where I was really overweight, very depressed. I've always had a passion for dance, and I did Zumba before I had my last two children. So I was familiar with Zumba and the dance and the passion that, we experience in class. So I had to dig deep and motivate myself, and I just started doing Zumba again. And I was also trying to motivate, at the time, my teenage daughter to lose a couple pounds as well. So I figured if I start, she'll start. And it actually worked out that way. So, and we just kept going.
That's awesome. I love that story. So, what does your name Chandi means to you personally beyond its mythological origins? Today, I'm like I have a fat a tongue. So, what does it mean to you personally?
Strength. It means strength to me.
Awesome.
I felt that my mother put a lot into finding the perfect name for me. And
Yes.
it's actually something that I'm very proud of. It just represents exactly who I strive to be every day.
I love that. You are the powerhouse in the community. So, how did your family react when you shared the story behind your name, or people that they never heard the story behind your name before?
Well, I don't share it too often. It's more along the lines of my family knowing what the meaning of my name is. The people of the culture
Yes.
who approach me all the time, and they stop me and say, "Do you know what your name means?" So, and it's interesting. to speak with them, and then they just tell me about the myths and all those things. So it's just really interesting. I've been stopped quite a few times and had amazing conversations just on and it's pronounced Chindi.
Chindi, I love
Yeah,
that.
in their culture, it's pronounced Chindi. And
Wow.
just hearing stories. So it's pretty cool.
So what do you like? What do you like it to be pronounced? Chandi or Shindi?
Chandi.
Chandi. I
Yeah.
like this because everybody like wants their name in a specific way, and I love hearing that. So, which qualities of the goddess Chindi, because it's Chindi, right? Do you feel you embody most?
Um, I would say just passion and generosity,
Yes,
fearlessness, um, just a lot of those qualities.
I
And
love
I
that.
by these qualities with the relationships in my life,
Yes,
um, amongst family and friends, and even my students.
I love it so much. So, I know that you have a journey that you are walking in, and with your journey and with everything that you're going through, you still empower people. I want to hear about this journey, and I want you to tell people what this journey is teaching you, especially that you have someone really special and dear in your life that's going through a lot.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say that the people in my life empower me, and the people around me give me strength.
Yeah.
So, and the support that I need. So, without them, I don't think I would have been able to truck it through this journey that I've been on. It's been pretty crazy. Um, so, it's the empowerment of others that's helping me out tremendously and keeping me going.
Do you want to share what's going on in your life and with everybody today?
Sure. So, maybe about last June, my daughter started experiencing headaches, and she had migraines every day. And we were back and forth and in and out of the doctors and emergency rooms. And unfortunately, they just kept treating it as a migraine and not really digging deep to the root of the issue. And on November 3rd, the last emergency room visit, we found out that my daughter had
We can't hear you anymore, Chandi. Something happened with the microphone.
Okay, so what
Now it's working.
you
Now
hear?
it's working. So last you said last November you went back to the hospital.
Yeah, it was our last emergency room visit before we found out that my daughter had an ongoing infection that went untreated. It started off as a sinus infection that was
Crazy.
unfortunately overlooked. And so basically, there was pus that formed between my daughter's brain and her skull. And as you can imagine, as a parent, a sister, a mother, a brother, when someone that you love dearly in your family
Yeah,
is experiencing this, the first thing that comes over you is fear. I'm like, oh my
100%.
daughter gonna die. That's the first thing I thought. Like, is she gonna die? So they raced her from St. Mary's Hospital in Waterbury. They rushed her up to St. Francis in Hartford, where 2 days later she underwent surgery to remove the pus.
Yeah.
Um, they put three burr holes in her skull, and things started getting better. They're still treating the infection though, and that's what the ongoing problem is the infection sat there for so long that it went to her skull. And unfortunately, anytime that there's an infection in our bones, it's very difficult for it to go away, if you will. So,
Yeah.
so it's been a bumpy road.
That's crazy. And how the community help you deal with all of this, Shandi?
I have to be honest with you. When you're going through something like this, you tend to gravitate towards the people closest in your life. And
Yeah.
every time you mutter or talk about what's going on, it hurts and it's speaking fear. You're putting fear out into the world just by saying what's going on. So it was very hard for me to share with my students. Um, and I just kind of kept it very to my close loved ones, my closest group of friends and
Yes.
family. But from there, things just started to, we needed help. And, things started spiraling a little bit out of control. And one of my closest friends suggested reaching out to the community that I love so much for help. And they were there in a,
Yeah.
in a snap. It
In
was
a
just,
heartbeat. Yeah.
I was amazed by how many people reached out and came out and called. I was just overwhelmed with joy and gratitude and gratefulness, and it was amazing. So I'm truly
This
grateful.
ground us. This ground us. And I do feel you, because it happened with me at some point when I got into a car accident and the community showed up. You give so much from yourself at times that people see. And I remember when I saw you at the event, like everybody was there for you, everybody showed up, everybody was ready to celebrate you and your daughter, because you needed them, and you're always there for everybody, which is awesome.
I was it was just breathtaking, just seeing all the support in the room and love.
Yes.
You could cut
Yeah.
it with a knife. You could feel it. And I'll never forget that. Like, I just
Yeah.
believe how many people came out, and it was amazing. It
I
was
love that. I love that so
really,
much. Yeah, our community is really, they know how to show up. I
yes,
love that.
yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your lost weight journey and your health. So, what was the moment you realized you needed to lose that weight and change everything with your health?
Well, first it was the way I felt. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel whole. I felt depressed. I felt fatigued. I felt sluggish. I didn't like how I felt when I put on my clothes or what I looked like in the mirror every day, every second, every time I passed by a mirror. But I think the biggest motivator for me, putting that to the side, because sometimes we tend to get, even though we don't like something, we tend to get comfortable.
Yes,
And we sit in that comfortability, even though we know there has to be change. You understand? Because we
I
get used
agree.
to it, right?
Yeah.
The motivator for me was seeing at the time my teenage daughter struggling. And a good friend of mine suggested this idea. She said, you know what? What if you started doing something, losing some weight? Maybe that might grab your daughter's attention.
Yes.
And it did. You know what my daughter said to me? I'll never forget it. I lost maybe about 20 pounds. And she says to me, Ma, you're losing a lot of weight. Oh, you can't look better than me. I said, okay. So she started
That's work. That works.
she started doing it with me, and we went through Herbalife, and I had a coach, and they used to have these challenges, and we would do them
Yes.
together in our living room. And she would come to Zumba with me. So not only was it a mission of mine to help us both achieve our goals and lose weight, but we did it together.
That's amazing. I
It was
love
fun,
it.
and it made it easier.
And our kids see. They don't want us to
Absolutely.
talk. They see. That's amazing. And this is why we show up every single time. So, which obstacles threatened or derailed your early efforts in losing weight? Did you have any obstacles?
It was just, I think, the biggest obstacle which most people face, being consistent.
Yes.
Just being consistent, staying, because sometimes we want radical, I want to lose 10 pounds right away. We want it now.
Yes.
Go in with that mindset, right? And we don't get that. What happens? We become discouraged. And when we become discouraged, it's easy to give up, right?
Agreed.
Absolutely. But I have to be honest with you, having a coach just to support me, to pick me up when I felt weak or I felt like giving up, holding me accountable, was the saving grace that I needed in my journey,
Yes.
you know? And I think that's why, what I had and experienced and what helped me get to my goals, that's why I try to pay that forward. Let
Yeah.
me be that inspirational person or that person in your ear saying, you can do it. You got this. I've been there. I know.
I love that. So we all know that Zumba is for everybody, but
Yes.
people don't know our journey through what we went through. So you have a journey for weight loss. I have a journey for weight loss, and how can you go to class and tell everybody about your journey without telling everybody about your journey? Because we both know that when we go to class, we have like this couple seconds and then we start our class. So
Yes.
how can you tell them about your journey? What would you
Well,
say to them?
well, first I want to say, and I just want to make it clear, you know, it's not all about weight loss. Other people have, honey, next time go around back, my son, sorry.
It's fine. It's
Other
fine.
people have, it's not just weight loss. Some people have goals of gaining weight. Some people have goals because they're diabetic. Some people
Yes.
have goals because they just have to move. And whatever their goal is, somebody has a purpose and it's something. It may
Agree?
be weight loss, but I see that person in the room in the back, in the corner. That was
Yes.
that was me. And I made an extra effort to stop that person after class. I
I
made
love that.
because we don't have a lot of time before class, do we? Not everybody
No,
show up super early and they happen to come in super early.
true.
Somebody's
I agree.
you have to scuffle through the crowd and say, "Hey, I see you. How are you? My name's Chandi." Just a simple spark of a conversation.
I
What are you
love
here
that.
for? What do what's going on? And da da da. And if they happen to share with me, they want to lose some weight. The first thing I do, which I have saved actually on my phone, is I have like in my phone, I have a transformation folder. And the first thing I do is say, "Can I share something with you?" And I
Yes.
take a picture, and they're like,
Wow.
but motivation, however it may come, it's motivation. And that's what I'm trying to put out there. I know, I get it.
That's
Keep
nice.
showing
Yeah.
up. Biggest thing, be consistent. Don't stop. When you feel like giving up, keep going.
Yes.
How can I help?
Yes.
And
I love that.
I even call some of my students every week because some of my students may need that motivation. They may not feel like getting dressed to come down to the studio or to the gym. I'm going to be that person like, "Hey, are you coming tonight?" Because I know it worked for me. There
Yes.
were times that I got calls or text messages like, "Are you coming to Zumba tonight?" I had no intentions on going, but because I that text, I said, "Okay."
We need that motivation, and we need, like, people need to connect with us as the human being we are. They don't want to see someone that's there to show off, because at the end of the day, this connection that we build with our students, it's what's more important. So
Right.
I love that you're sharing that, because it is really important to get that connection. That's what keeping them coming. That's what keeping them say, okay, I know that I'm the same, so I'm gonna be coming back. So what piece of advice would you give someone just starting on their own weight loss journey?
Just stay the course. Don't be hard on yourself. You didn't put
Yeah.
it on in a day. It's not going to come off in a day. Just enjoy the journey. Take your time. It's not a race. You know. It's just
Yeah.
a day at a time. That's it. What's for today? Just for today. You get overwhelmed with next week, 2 weeks
Yes.
from now, the end of the week. You know what I mean? So sometimes
Yes.
be in the moment just for today.
Live the moment. That's what's important. I agree 100% with you.
Yeah.
What inspired Chandi to become a Zumba instructor after losing weight?
Well, motivation, just loving it. I fell in love with it even harder from doing it so much.
Yes.
And I would also like to point out my husband wasn't too happy with me going to Zumba 4 days a week. So I,
Oh,
maybe if I became an instructor and it was actually a job, he wouldn't mind.
yes.
I was right. I was right. So
Let's go.
that's it. So that's one thing. And, just being on stage and having the attention of others or being able to reach others. It's loud.
Yes,
When you're an instructor, it's louder. It's bigger.
agree. Your voice will get to them more, which
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. So, who was your Zumba mama?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's
Kai.
okay. We all have kids, so we know. Don't worry about it. I love it. That's part how we can bring like people, over to our houses. I remember 2020, we brought people to our houses being Zumba instructors. Remember?
Yeah.
If they want to come on camera and say hi, we don't mind it too. We
Listen,
would love to say hi.
to be honest with you guys, because I don't beat around the bush. I gave them the warning talk and everything, and yet here they are. I'm like, look, can I get an hour? Can you guys come in the front door? No, they come in the back. Can you guys go watch some TV just for an hour?
It's not gonna happen. We know it.
Every single thing I said.
So we know that. We know
And
that.
their faces are like this right now. Yeah.
I can see your face without seeing your face.
Say hi. You wanna say
Yeah,
hi?
yeah. If they want to say hi, we can say hi.
No, they're running. I'm
Okay. Bye. So who is your Zumba mama, Chandi?
My Zumba mama, I would say Taylor.
You kidding me?
No, I would say Taylor. When I first started Zumba, I started with two instructors, Taylor and Erica.
Yeah.
And they inspired me. Just so
Wow.
different in style, so unique in different ways. And I would like to say that they have a big hand in me wanting to become an instructor.
I love, love, love Taylor's energy. I don't know how this girl jump. I don't know. I can't.
It is contagious. I've never been to a class, okay?
Yes.
Where I laugh and I enjoy dancing.
Yes.
The whole thing in her class. It's pure entertainment. I like to be entertained. Okay, you guys.
Hi, guys. Hi. Hi.
Bye. All right, guys.
I love that. Taylor is amazing. Like I met Erica after your through you, and I love her too. But Taylor, I've been with her for like years right now. This girl can light up the room on fire, like
Yes,
fire,
yes.
literally.
It's something. It's a feeling. It just gravitates through the room.
Yes.
And that's what I like. It's the excitement. So
Yes.
Eric's very talented. The personality that
I
comes,
love that.
the passion that she pours out onto the stage. But here's the thing about Erica, which I say both as well. But Erica has been, for me, a mentor.
Wow.
She's an instructor that takes time after class to show you how to break down this move. Or I've always had such a hard time with the and count. Oh, I hate that. Let me tell you, sometimes it really throws me off. And she always, even before when I was just wanting to become an instructor, she would give me that time on stage and make me feel important and like, yeah, you're great. You could do this. So they're both amazing.
I love a girls that empower, and we really want that more often. And Taylor is a girl's girl, and I love her so much.
Yep.
And hopefully I will get to know Erica more and more in the future. She is, when I first met her, I'm like, oh my God, she's so welcoming. She's an amazing person and have an amazing personality as well. So
Package. Both of them.
yes, both of them are amazing. Like, we have really good people in the community. I agree with you 100%. And I love that. I love it because, you know, when you empower someone, you feel different. You
Mhm.
don't feel that you are less than anybody else.
Right.
Even though we're both like, we both know that we are here to get better in life. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
And I love that you spoke about two powerhouses in the community as well. That's amazing.
Just them inspiring me. So when you start off teaching, it's like, who are you?
Yes.
Who are you? Who am I? Okay.
Yes.
I love this person over here, and I know how, let's say, Taylor makes me feel when I take her class, right? And I know how Erica makes me feel, but I'm not Erica, and I'm not Taylor.
Not Taylor.
Okay.
Preach.
So coming into instructing, who am I? What is my style? What
Yes.
do I like? What do I want to leave on the stage? These are all things that you learn as you start teaching. But
Yeah.
I feel like I take a little bit of all this greatness that's out here from every instructor's class. And that's another thing that I want to take. I love taking classes. I don't just teach. I
Me
will
too.
stop into any instructor's class if it fits my schedule. Okay? I love to take a Zumba class.
I love that.
It's just so much inspiration out there. And you're like, wow, that was really cool. So it's just all inspiring and it's all learning, and I love it.
I love that. I love that. What was your first teaching experience at Club 24 in Torrington, or the other clubs that you teach at? How was it? How was your first teaching experience?
Wow, my first teaching experience, I'm actually grateful. You probably know her, the instructor Iveta.
Yes, I
So
know
she's
Iveta as well.
a good friend of mine as well.
She's awesome.
She's awesome. And you know what? She was a big help in the beginning of my Zumba career as well. We used to practice, we used to play Zumba in her basement.
Oh
And
my God.
we had so much fun. We would just go down there and we would just songs and just pure Zumba. But I learned a lot from her as well. And she was the one that gave me my first opportunity subbing one of her classes at Universal Fitness in Watertown when she
Wow.
was on vacation. And I'm forever grateful. I was nervous wreck. I had some friends show up. Erica, of course, showed up to my first class. I was very nervous, but I got through it with the support of my friends being there. And, you're always afraid sometimes to mess up.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to forget. Because your nerves are so high. You know what? I used to cry. If I messed up in the
Who
beginning,
cares? No.
I would cry the whole way home.
You kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. If I messed up on stage one song, I would cry the whole way home. But I learned through the years that, again, no one is perfect.
No.
No one,
Girl,
So
I do my own choreo and I mess up.
I show myself more grace now. I mess up, I mess up. It's not a big deal. But in the
Yes,
beginning, it was everything to me.
I agree.
Everything, I have
Yeah,
to, like, I have to get this right. They're following me. I'm leading. I have to cue right. I have to make sure these students can follow me and have a good time. So if I mess up and don't look, know like I look like what I'm doing, then they're gonna be like, what the heck is going on? So you have all these thoughts, in your mind, and you're like, it's nerve wracking sometimes. Well, in the beginning, it
it
was nerve,
is.
you know.
But I'm gonna tell you this, the same thing I told Susan when she first came. So Susan is here. Hi, Susan. The first time that Susan came into the class, and she's like, "Oh, you're messing up, and you're doing like this, and you're laughing it up." I do like this, and I tell people to laugh at me because if you don't laugh and you don't show them that this is part of who you are, you're gonna be like you're saying, you're gonna be crying about it and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But we are there to show people that we are human beings like them. That's how they connect to us. If
Yeah,
we are messing up, it means that, oh, okay, if Carla or Chandi are messing up, so we can do it, we can
yeah,
have fun with it.
yeah.
So that's part of the journey that we learn at
It's
some
so
point,
funny
and I
because
love it.
my students tell me, and it's my students that active and anchored tell
Yes.
me, they go, Chandi, why do you have a terrible poker face? We know when you mess up because you let us know. He's like,
Yes.
we don't know, just keep going. It's always
Just
like,
keep going side to side. Shindy,
yeah,
like,
you know, I give it away, but I have to work on that. Even still, I give it away. But
I know. I do too. I do too. My face will be like,
yeah,
ah.
oh, oops, it's really funny though when you have a student that's doing the move you're supposed to be doing, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's it
So,
right there.
yeah. So every single instructor, Shindy, have like a special something in their routine or a special song choice that energizes you to energize your class. What's that genre that energizes Shanti and she likes it the most?
Afrobeat, Afrobeat,
Really?
Afrobeat, Afrobeat.
With that hair, it should be Afrobeat. Come on.
I can feel it in my soul, in my bones.
Yes.
Like anything. Um, yeah,
You love it.
yeah, I
It,
love it.
it, you feel you're alive when you love something.
I do. I wish I could make half my playlist Afrobeat.
I know we can't, right? That's the
you know?
issue
Then you're like, I can only do two.
too.
Then I can do it,
Let's finish the class and then we can add more Afrobeat on the side.
Like, I'm gonna just make a special class one day, Afrobeat class.
We should. You should. Like, why
Like,
not?
right. Sometimes you see people do Daddy Yankee parties, right?
Yes.
Pitbull parties. Well, why can't we do an Afrobeat party?
You will do Afrobeat. I will do belly dance for me.
There you go.
I love that. Oh my God, Chandi. I really like it. I love that. How do you tailor routines for different fitness levels? We both know that we have, you know, the person that never came before to class, never tried Zumba before, and they feel like scared. Oh my God, I don't know how to dance. Even though we're telling them that it's not dance, it's music, but at the same time, it's not dance. So, how do you like tailor the routine to make everybody comfortable to do your classes?
Well, first and foremost, if I am lucky enough to catch someone new before class
Yes,
starts, I make sure to introduce myself.
of
I always,
course.
it's not about executing the steps, it's about having a good time and to keep moving. So I always make that very clear. But if I don't get to talk to them and they're already in
Yes,
the class, I think for me, what works for me is I do watch them more to see where they're at versus my regulars who are more familiar with my songs. I cue more. If I have to stay in a first
yes,
progression, I'll stay in that first progression because you know what? My other students know what's next. They know how to build it. So my eyes are always on the newer ladies in the back or someone struggling, and I slow it down for them. It's
I
important
love
that they
that.
follow. It's really important, and you don't want them to feel overwhelmed and
Yes,
discouraged. So my eyes are always on them.
I love that. I love that. I love that. You can see it. You know that they are new, and you try to introduce yourself because not everybody, and I hear it from a lot of new students sometimes. Not everybody do that. They even though that the instructor has been, and I tell them sometimes because we know like we don't have time, and but they make sure to tell me that they are there at least 10 minutes before,
Yeah,
and like the instructor never introduces herself or himself to them. That's really important to have the connection.
it
So
is.
thank you for sharing that.
And
It's
it
really
also
important.
gives comfortability. It makes them feel a little more comfortable or welcome.
Yes,
And I noticed that there's a big change in gym versus studio. You're right. Sometimes
yes,
work in gym settings, there's just not enough time before class. We
yeah, I
have
agree.
4 hours. Or when our class ends, there's another class walking in. You know,
Directly, yeah.
I like studios because it's more intimate and you do have more time to follow that person either out the classroom or stop them on the way in. It's
I
more,
agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. So, what's the most rewarding moment you've had with a student?
Most rewarding. I would say one of my students that goes to active and anchored, um, and another student slash instructor. You know, she's
Nice.
an instructor, but she also, you know, used to come to my class, seeing where they are in their weight loss journeys, total transformations. I mean, total
Wow.
blow your mind transformations.
I love that. I
Insane.
love that.
We're
That's
talking
a really
about
great moment.
complete transformations. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. So, what challenges did you face teaching at multiple locations?
Uh, I wouldn't I would say maybe at Club 24, I think I had the hardest time building my class. It was very slow. I didn't know
Yes,
if it was because I wasn't liked, or, you know, sometimes members are set in their ways with one instructor. They want to
yes,
quit and they don't want to give a new instructor a try. So
which is
some,
really bad.
yeah, it is, you know. So Club 24 was my actual first job teaching a weekly class. And I started off with one student. The following week, zero. Then I had
Mm.
another zero. And then I had one student. And I was destroyed. And I think I ended up with two students. And one of those students was Taylor. So, you know, uh, I was ready to quit.
Yeah,
Taylor actually told me, she was like, hang in
yeah,
there, hang in
I
there,
agree.
going. You just got to wait. You know, it takes one person to say, hey, I took this class with this instructor. She's really good. Come with me. Let's try it out. And sometimes it just comes down to patience.
Agreed. We all start that way. We really like all started that way. So I remember my start too. It was the same, like 1 0 1 0, and until like you build your reputation,
Yep.
and people will tell that that instructor is good. That instructor is really well informed. So it's really good to um, not just take your B1. It's always good to learn more and more and more. And you saying that you're going to other instructors' classes, it makes me so happy because this is how we learn from
Yes,
others.
it is.
We watch, we see what that instructor is doing, how can I change it? And that question, that's what I'm gonna ask you next, because I know that a lot of people don't like others telling them what they're doing wrong, or they feel like, oh my God, who is Chandi, or who is Carla, or who is that person to tell me if I'm good or not?
Right.
And believe it or not, like a lot of people are not malicious when they're trying to help, but a lot of people don't take the informations that we have.
No.
But how can you like tell others to keep on studying, to keep on pointing on themselves more than saying it's the space or it's the students?
That's tricky. It's a slippery slope, like you said, because you don't want to hurt their feelings. And I mean, I guess it would depend on the person, you know.
Yes.
Um, I think, again, for me, a lot of the things that I learned, you know, like for instance, Erica, she would tell me, you know, when I started off queuing, her biggest thing is queuing. When I started
Yes.
off queuing, she goes, no, Chandi, big,
Yes.
whole room to see it. And
Yes.
I don't take that offensive, like, well, darn, I was doing that wrong. Ugh.
Of course
I
not.
took that information and I applied it to my class because it's going to make me a better instructor.
I
But
love it.
not everybody receives it that way. So it's a slippery slope. It depends on who it is, where you are, how you know deliver it. And I would love to say, if I've seen something, I would love to say, you know what would be better? Is if maybe you did this, or could I make a suggestion? You know,
Yes.
I haven't really needed to be honest with you, because a lot of instructors, I mean, they're very different, but their students love them. I haven't really encountered that much. I mean, you know, I think years ago I've been to a class where it was like they didn't cue at all, and I was like lost, like, wait a minute.
What am I doing?
But I didn't know the instructor well enough to go up to her
Yes.
and say, hey, I was lost. Maybe you should cue. Let me know where you're going.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
but those are awkward moments. So
I know. Yeah, I'm with you. But I love that how the community sometimes is open to listen to others. Like I always come to people and tell them, tell me. I want to know. Did I
yeah,
do something wrong? I want to know. I want to better myself. And this is what makes us, in my opinion, this is what makes us more successful because we want to learn. We want to educate ourselves. And that's really important
yeah.
as well. Um, so tell me a little bit about how you manage like performance anxiety before a new class. Do you have it? And if you do, what kind of stuff you do ahead of the class that makes you feel more comfortable to attend to your class?
Well, first, let me say this. If you look in the dictionary at the word anxiety, I think my name would be right after it, over it, under it, somewhere by anxiety. Okay?
You get
No,
it.
I am not far kidding. Unfortunately, I've struggled with anxiety my whole life. Outside of Zumba, just anxiety is my thing.
Yeah.
But getting through it, first, I want to say, first and foremost, God, prayer,
Yes.
strength in Him. Okay, first and foremost. And then I would say, my next safety net would be my friend, my closest friend. Like, oh, girl, my anxiety is so high. Talk to me. And that usually works. So,
Yeah.
but
I
I
love that.
experience it all the time. The first time I was a part of a master class or my first class subbing, or it's there. It is there.
Yes.
It's how we cope.
I agree. I agree. So, as a mother and a wife, Chandi, how do you balance teaching Zumba with being a wife and a mother of three?
I'm still working on that. Uh, I like to say, I'm into routine. Okay,
Yes.
I like routine in my life, and when things aren't, matched up, I get a little, So I do Costco's from
Yes.
2:30. I get home with my children, which during the school year is just enough time to reach home right when they get home from school. So I'm very, very lucky for that. I
Yes.
spend a few hours with them and then dinner, and then I usually get ready for class. And then I hope that they're up still when I get up.
I
Um,
love that.
yeah, I teach 4 days a week, and I have one rule. Even though I work weekends at Costco's, no Zumba on the weekends, not unless it's a special event and you know, here and there, out of the blue, nothing like every weekend. But weekends are off limit. I do Costco's. I come home, I have a nice dinner, and I chill with my family. No Zumba. So
I love
that's
it.
one
I
little.
love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really important. Which family member have been your biggest fitness supporter?
Which family member?
Yeah.
Um, I would have to say my son Kai, maybe. Uh,
Yes.
yes, like when I'm doing a jam session, which I love jams. Um, he's there dancing next to me. He likes coming down to the studio to Active and Anchored when he has no school in the morning, and he's there and he's okay with it. My daughter, as she got older, she just stopped liking Zumba. She likes dance. She just doesn't like really going to Zumba. She's more of a hip hop kind of head. So, she's over it. She's like, okay, mom, it's just the norm for her. But my son, if I'm practicing choreo, he gets involved and he's like,
I
mom,
love that.
I think you do this, mom. So, yeah.
Is he gonna become a Zumba instructor at some point? What do you
Who
think?
knows? I will tell you. Every time I bring him down to the studio, Erica always has him get on stage. We have videos. We got proof of that.
But God, send me some. I would love to see that.
I would definitely have to forward it to you. He loves getting on the stage. He does practice the choreo and he participates most of the class.
Oh my God, that's amazing. You
Yeah.
should bring him to the new event that we're doing. I would love to see him dance.
We'll
Like,
let you
I
know.
would go insane. I love to see a kid dance.
Yeah,
It's just, it makes the word for me. It makes me so happy to see someone like that
I
dancing.
love it too.
Just,
Truly. So
yeah,
much fun,
it's unspeakable. Yeah, I love it.
So I'm
So,
gonna
talking about, the health journey that you're going through, especially with your daughter, and I know that mom is having some health issues as well. So you are struggling a lot to find that peace of mind, especially that you are going through a lot, but you are still finding the smile. You are still finding the help and everything that you share with everybody else, and I can see it. You are here, you're smiling, you exist. But tell me, as a mother, how this experience shape the way you advocate for your daughter, and health, at healthcare.
first I want to say I'm so disappointed in the healthcare system, and I don't
Yeah.
want to have a real big debate, but it's the truth. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I'm going to share with everybody. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I don't want to offend any healthcare workers that do put their heart and soul in it, because I assure you, unfortunately, not every healthcare professional has their heart and soul in it. And
Agreed.
unfortunately, it's just a paycheck now.
Yeah.
So we're very distrusting. We are double checking everything. We are on guard. They failed my daughter. They failed my daughter. She was days from going into a coma. So it's just, we just cross our T's and dot our I's, and we just double check everything. And I even bring friends and family into it because,
You're tired.
you're tired. Who do you trust? Who do you believe? Are they doing their job? Are
Yeah.
they sure? Are they right? Or are they just passing us through again?
And it's not just your daughter, it's your mom too. And
Oh,
we spoke over the phone multiple times, and it's just a struggle what you're going through, which is really, really hard. And you saying that they double check everything is just out of this world to me.
there's just, a lot of people that don't have people to advocate for them. And I really feel
Yes. Yeah.
so for those people because they're falling through the cracks of the
Yeah.
healthcare system. They don't have advocates. They're not getting the care or the treatment that they need. Luckily, I do have the support of my friends. And I
Yes.
just want to say this, and I'm not going to get deep in it. We can't, but I have to speak my truth. And
Of course.
I firmly believe, how do I smile? How do I move forward? How do I keep going? How do I, keep one foot in front of the other? How do I keep going on those stages, teaching people, motivating people, inspiring people? God, period.
Yes.
I'll tell you something. God
You.
works through people. And the people that God has put in my life has been holding me up. If I
Because
didn't,
you're a good person.
thank you. If I didn't have these people, these fearless people, these strong people to hold me up when I'm weak, we wouldn't be where we're at today.
Yeah.
When I wasn't sleeping, my friends wasn't sleeping. When I couldn't carry the weight and the stress of what was going on, they carried it for me.
That's amazing. That's amazing. The system is failing a lot of people. And I do remember, I have not your story, but a similar story. I do remember when I got into the accident, I couldn't collect, I couldn't like do anything. And the system failed me. Like, I'm a single mom of three who's working every single day, and then out of nowhere I stopped working, and nothing for 3 months.
Yeah.
Nothing. I was in tears, but like you said, when you are a good person, God will never let you go.
That's
And
it.
he did give me back 10 times what I gave. 10 times what I gave. So he never let me go till today. He is always there. He never let me go. So I do understand what you're saying, and it's really amazing what the system is doing. It's crazy. And I'm
It's
sorry you're going through this right
it's
now.
it's disappointing because
It
these
is.
people that we trust, we
Yeah.
want us to trust these people, these oaths that they've taken,
And
and
that's a battle that you're already battling something really tough, to say the least.
yeah,
You don't need that. You need it to be easy.
you
They don't
do.
make it easy.
No, they don't. No, they don't. It's the
Yeah.
first thing is why my daughter's sitting there and I'm getting this news. They want their payment. Where is their money? What insurance are we? My daughter's laying here. You're talking to me about insurance? Like, we're not going anywhere. Tend to my daughter.
I love your faith. I love that it really plays a big role in your life, and I'm sure having that it's gonna lead you to you know to an open door at some point. I'm always rooting for you. You know it. You know that.
God is good. So,
Yes.
He leads
Yes.
us exactly where we need to be. And you just got to keep believing in that. And
Yes.
if we have a hard time getting there, He will send somebody to help us get there. That's how.
Yes. So, how did your perspective on wellness shift after all these experiences that you're going through, Shandi?
On wellness,
Yes.
uh, I wouldn't necessarily say
Or
it's
life itself, if you want to.
on
It's up
what.
to you. Or life itself, if you want. It's up to you.
You know, just there's been a lot of disappointment in people. I love
Yeah.
people, and there's just been a lot of disappointment there. You
Yeah.
know, um, sometimes people let you down, and it is what it is. You
I
know,
agree. I agree. What advice do you have for parents navigating a child's serious health issues?
ask a lot of questions and say what you want.
Yes.
If you have a feeling like something isn't right, it's probably because it isn't. Don't be afraid or feel intimidated when they brush you off. Don't feel like you can't speak. Speak. Because you know what? Doctors don't know everything and they make mistakes as well. If you have a feeling, if you think there's not something right, go to someone else. Don't wait. Don't drag your feet. Just, you know, insert yourself. Make sure you know everything. Ask
Yeah.
questions. I just feel like I put too much trust. My daughter had a CAT scan. Now the headache started in June. She had a CAT scan in the middle of July after having a migraine for over a month every day. And
That's
in
crazy.
that CAT scan, I found out November 3rd, it showed a significantly bad sinus infection that was so bad that it needed antibiotics. But we didn't leave that hospital with antibiotics that day.
Wow.
They didn't give it to us. And I think if they had, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Yes.
So it's ask questions. What did the CAT scan say? Well, I didn't ask enough questions. I
How
trust.
would you know? But don't. I hope you're not blaming yourself. How would you know?
I
Like
got
no
I
one, no
asked.
one knows.
No one does, and I wish I had because I was too trusting. Like she
Yes.
knows we had a CAT scan. You're okay. It's nothing serious. Whatever this is, Alana, it's probably a migraine, like they said, because we just had a CAT scan.
Yeah.
So it's
I know. I get it. It's hard because it's your kid, and you don't want your kid to go through a heartache and like sickness and stuff like that. We want to protect them from everything. But
Absolutely.
I do believe you're doing a great job being there for her, supporting her, and being the mom that she needs right now, which is really amazing.
Thank you.
Your story is helping a lot of people today, and I'm sure that they will be asking more questions in the future. I'm sure of it.
If
So
anybody
thank you for
ever has
sharing.
any questions, and please reach out. If I can help in any
Yes,
way, reach out.
I love that. Thank you for saying that.
Of course.
Um, so how do you foster ongoing connections with those who supported you?
I'm sorry, repeat. How do I what?
How do you foster ongoing connections? So how do you keep your connections with those with the people that supported you and
Well,
still supporting you?
I talk to them all the time. I reach out, and even
Yeah.
on a day where it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and, and no, literally 6 a.m. in the morning because I get up early, and I'm thinking of this person, and I'm like, hey, I just want you to know I am thinking of you, and I appreciate
Yes,
you. You can ask several people. I will send them random text
me
just to
too. I love that.
gratitude and gratefulness and let them know. Sometimes it makes all the difference also in their day. And if I can bring that to them after what they give to me,
Chandi, I love you. Like, I love that because not many people do it, and people wait for others to message them first. Even like you said, if you feel it, do it because life is too short. You
that
never know what's going to happen next.
that is it. Amen.
I
Yes.
love that. If you're thinking about the person, it means that that person needs you at some point. Just say hi and like say it, and you will see that they will tell you, oh my god, like I needed that, I needed your hello, which is, it's nothing for me maybe or for you, but it's everything for them.
Yes, it is. And I think that's exactly why I do it. I want them to
Yeah.
know about them, and they're special to me. There's one member down at Erica's studio. The other day we were joking around. She goes, Chandi, you texted me at 5 a.m. this morning, right? Saying, I'm not going to see you later. Hope to see you later. I was like, was that 5 a.m.? I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And we just started laughing about it. Um,
See, you put a smile on her face, which is really amazing.
and
That's
she was
amazing.
shocked. She was like, does this say 5 a.m.? I was like, yeah, it does.
Which personal motto guides you through obstacles today?
Which person?
Which personal motto? Do you have a personal motto that guides you through obstacles today?
Just just God and faith. Just trying to stay grounded and walking with faith. That's what keeps me grounded. That's what I've been taught. That's how I try to live.
That's awesome. What's new fitness or wellness certification would you like to pursue in the future other than Zumba?
Oof. I Again, I'm a creature of habit,
Yes.
and I'm pretty happy where I am. As far as regular work goes, I would like to work more hours a week. Maybe I'm a part-time employee. I would
Yes.
I'm striving and I'm hoping that a full-time position would open up in my department. That would help out
Nice.
my family greatly.
Yes.
Um, I teach 4 days a week. I do something that I love. I have time with my family. I don't really want much more. I'm pretty happy where I'm at.
I love that. I love that. What legacy do you hope to leave for your community?
Just being real, being honest, being generous, um, how kindness can spread. And,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
One kind act, I know to some people it may sound corny, but, it always comes back around. It really, really does. If you stay
It
true
does.
and you pour good into this world, so
I know what you're talking about. It's really important to be kind. It's really important to be nice.
it
They
is.
seem corny, but they are really important because we're lacking a lot of it lately, and people hide behind this screen and they just bring negativity all over, which we don't need in this world anymore.
But can I tell you something? My whole crew and the people I surround myself with, and I want to make sure that I don't got this big crew. I have a very small, intimate crew.
That's good.
And we're all on the same page. We're
Yes.
all there, you know. My friends, my group of people, they're selfless, they're kind, they're generous, they're all of that. So that's what we do.
It's how it's
That's
supposed to be.
we gravitate. That's how you gravitate towards people. They're
Agree.
like-minded people. So these people, you put out your energy and it comes back.
Yes.
So it's just keeping things like that in this terrible world we live in. The little bit, it helps. It does make a difference,
It
especially
does.
at communities.
Yes,
Right?
it does.
And this Zumba community, these charities and, the suicide awareness that we're having.
Yes.
I am lucky to be a part of it.
I can't wait to see you.
I actually have 3 family members that committed suicide.
I'm so sorry.
Suicide. So this charity here means a lot to me.
Yeah,
It's very sentimental to me.
it
And
is.
if I can be a part of that to make just a little difference, or just to show up for everyone that put it together, or everyone that attended, for whatever personal reason, we don't know who's coming and why, right?
Yeah, we don't.
We don't, but we
We're
know,
just there.
right?
Yes, we show up. And this is the second year that Abby does it. This is this like her significant other, her boyfriend, like best friend, like really, really best friend, which I know, he committed suicide, and that was part of the journey that started it all. As a teacher as well, like my heart goes to a lot of kids that they go through that. So it is really hard when these stuff hit, and that's what we need to connect. When you feel you want to talk to someone, do not let your, I don't know, not just hate. Do not let your like, I'm better than everybody, I don't want to talk to that person before they talk to me. Play game into your head, because at the end of the day, we are all human beings, and we are here on this earth for a reason.
Right.
So reach out to people, reach out to people, reach out to people. You
Right.
never know what that high can make a difference. You never know. So yeah.
My uncle, who I was very close with,
Yeah.
he was dual diagnosed, so he had a little bit of mental health, and he was a drug addict. And because of his failures and losing his family over drugs and stuff like that, he just came to a place where he just couldn't cope
Yeah.
with grief and the sorrow anymore. But here was the thing is, he would drink alcohol and he would say, "Oh, I'm just going to end my life." And he said it so many times that we didn't really take it serious the last
Right.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we lost him. And then here's the real sad part. 2 or 3 years later, his son took his own life. It's
I'm so sorry.
some people suffer in silence. Some people suffer and then they say it all the time, and you just don't know how to help.
You don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. It's really hard. It's really hard. When they come to that point, it's super hard. You don't see it.
You don't. This one hits home for me. This one really hits home. We have a lot of, and I'm grateful for, and all with it completely, but we have a lot of breast cancer. October's coming, and you see that all the time. It's very common. But
Yes,
I had set my eyes on this one. I'm like, this is the one.
it's important.
The one.
Yeah,
I can't miss this one.
yeah, that's really important. Thank you for talking about it tonight. I really appreciate that too. So, if you could speak to your pre-journey self, what advice would you share?
Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard. Show yourself some grace.
Yeah,
It's okay.
that's awesome. I love that. And Chandi, it's an hour almost, and I don't want to finish your story because your story is resilience itself. Especially whatever you're going through, you're keeping your head up high, and you are helping people from all over the space. I was lucky to be part of this journey, and you know how much I love you, girl, like a lot. And what can you tell people, something that you want them to know about you, or you want them to just forget what they're going through and move forward in life?
Just keep going, and know that God is there. He's always listening. Um, if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. Reach out to your
Yes.
friends, to your community, to your students. Um, and if you ever see me, hit me up. I'm around. Hit me up. But I do want to say before I go, and I know we're on a podcast, so I just want to put this out there. I want to thank my closest friends, Allison, Erica, Liz, my Aunt Wendy, my uncles, my brother, everyone for just sticking with us, supporting us, loving us,
Yes.
praying for us, being there for us. And, it's beyond the sickness, it's beyond the heartache. It's being there for us through joy, through sorrow, through everything. So just want to tell everyone I love them very much and I'm grateful for them.
And I'm sure they love you back, and they're grateful for you as well, Shandi. So before we reach out at the final beat of this week's episode, can you please let people know how they can connect with you, whether your classes, social media, or any upcoming event that you are part of? I want everyone to follow your journey and
Absolutely.
feel that Z love.
So on Instagram, I'm Miss Chandi Zumba, and on Facebook, Chandi Mills. I'm active and anchored every week, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 6:15 p.m. I am in Torrington at Club 24 Tuesdays at 7 p.m. And Monday evenings, I'm at the Edge in Trumbull at 5:30 p.m. But you can also find me dancing Monday and Friday mornings at Active and Anchored at Erica's class. And you might see me pop into yours.
Why not? Why not? I love that. Charles. Who's Charles? Is he your brother, Charles?
Yes,
Hi,
that's
Charles. I know I something happened today and the link didn't go to Facebook, and I do
yeah.
believe he was trying to find you, but he found you at the end of the show, which is really awesome, and I'm happy that he did. But you can rewatch it. It's gonna stay there, so you can rewatch it.
That's my only brother, and he is the best brother in the world. And
I love
he's a
that.
good son who's taking good care of his parents.
Yes. So he's the one in Mass.
Yes.
Okay, Charles, I've heard a lot about you, honestly, from Shandi, and I love you already. So you guys are so tough, resilient, and you you will get there. You will get there. You have a really support group behind you, and we love you a lot. You know that, Shandi. So I'm always here for you whenever you need me.
Thank
Just
you.
knock that door always, and you know I'm here. So, just like that, we've reached the final beat of this week's episode of Beyond the Beats. From
Yes.
rhythm to real talk, from sneakers to stories. You showed up, you shared, and you reminded us of what this community is all about: heart, movement, and love without limits. Until next time, keep shining your light, keep lifting each other, and keep dancing like nobody's watching, but keep everybody inspired. This is Carla and Chandi saying good night. Thank you so
Good
much for joining in.
night.
Yes.